Hello, welcome to episode 20 of Socially Hawkward. My name's Jeffrey, and with me, as usual, is Jason.
Hello.
And we are going to start off today by talking about the worst team in hockey. And that's right, it's Edmonton. Oh, they hired a new coach. Who's the coach that they hired?
Dave Tippett.
Dave Tippett. Do we care about Dave Tippett?
He's alright. He never. I
So
don't know.
what's his
He was
history? I don't
on
even know.
Arizona. He was the Arizona coach for a little bit.
That doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah,
does
that's
it?
not really saying much. I don't know. That's probably the best coach they could get. No one wants to be there anymore.
I mean, at least they didn't, go after, well, I'm going to say a name, but they already had him as their coach, but like a coach like McKellen or whatever the hell his last name is, Todd McKellen from the Sharks forever ago. But just a coach like that where it's like, oh, they've been bouncing around teams, and it's like...
I think they would have been better off going like the Ottawa route and signing a lesser known, even lesser known than Dave Tippett.
Like how the Hawks brought in some guy
Yeah.
from overseas and had him in the NHL for a year, less than a year, or whatever. Was Colton in the NHL for a whole year? Was he the coach last season?
I think he was for a full
Right,
season.
one full season and
Yep.
12 months. Yeah, I mean, what's the harm that could happen by you hiring someone? I know it's not like they're trying to compete. Well, I mean, they are, but it's not like they're actually going to.
Yeah, so his long tenure in Seattle came to an end.
Oh, yeah. Was he supposed to be the coach there?
He was
Or was he like an advisor?
Seattle senior advisor.
Yeah. There you go. He has formerly served as head coach of the Dallas Stars from 2002 to 2009.
So they made the playoffs once, right?
I'm sure they made it once or twice. And then he was as head coach of the Coyotes, he won the Jack Adams Award in 2010. Really? 2010? The year the Hawks won it? That doesn't sound right. Did Arizona do anything that year?
I'm hoping they made the playoffs.
I don't know.
They
if
might have
did.
lost in the first round.
I'm curious now. What could he have done with that team where he won the Jack Adams? Oh, he led the Coyotes to... Oh, that's 2010, 2011, though. I want before that. I want the year before. Yeah, it doesn't have anything... Oh, in his first season with the Coyotes in 2009, 2010, the team overcame its off-ice troubles to finish with a club record 50 wins. They went 50, 25, and 7, earning 107 points. A 28-point improvement over the 08-09 season. And their first playoff berth since 01-02. Phoenix faced the Red Wings in the first round of the playoffs. Did they win that? When they were still the Winnipeg... Oh, yeah, Red Wings... They defeated the Coyotes in 7 games.
Good job.
I guess he did good.
Yeah, I don't think this team is anywhere near that Coyotes team now.
Oh, no. He's not winning Jack Adams this year. I did not know he won the Jack Adams before.
No, I had no idea.
Wow.
Definitely under the radar.
And then was it 2010-11 where they beat the Hawks in the first round, or did the Hawks lose to Vancouver? I think the Hawks lost to Vancouver that year. And then the year after that, the Hawks lost them in the first round.
Yeah, I think that was 2012 when they...
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah, because Boston won it in 2011, and that's the year Vancouver was there and rioted, and that was it. All right, I just wanted to make sure. I'm surprised he wasn't able to get a job elsewhere then. Where was he been doing? Oh, he was with Seattle.
Yeah.
Well,
basically just didn't want to wait any longer.
I'm really curious now what the... He is also he played hockey, obviously. He formed with Dallas Stars 2002. He was the coach of the Coyotes from 2009 to 2017. Okay, so yeah, and then he was doing the senior advisor thing. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess overall not bad. I mean, a former Jack Adams winner, so he got something there. But like I said, it's not like the Oilers are actually going to do anything.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a weird season for them.
They're going to want to try so hard to do well because they don't want to piss off McDavid, but they're just not. They're not going to do well.
Even if they make the playoffs, it's a first-round exit.
I mean, that would be the division that that would be the division where they actually can potentially make the playoffs. You're going to have a Sharks team that is not what it is this year.
Yeah. I could definitely see the Sharks falling down a little bit.
You got Vegas, they should be at the top.
Yeah.
The Kings, okay.
Kings will be at the bottom.
Coyotes are in that division too.
Apparently, you hear that the Kings are trying to go after Marlowe?
No.
Yeah, they're trying to trade for Marlowe.
Why?
They think they're contenders still.
But why is Marlowe helping?
I think that was actually in the article that they said they think they're contenders.
They're not. They're not, and even if you are, I don't see how Marlowe is the thing that puts you over
Marlowe's
the edge.
the opposite of what you want right now.
You're adding age and a bad contract for another year or two. I think it's 2 years, right? I want to say it's 2 years. No, whatever. Have fun, L.A.
Yeah, good luck, L.A.
Maybe they should
good luck.
Not do that. I don't know. They shouldn't really be trying to trade for anyone who, if they're trading for someone, they better be trading for someone who's younger. And
yeah, they should be trading away their guys.
Yeah, they should be trying to trade away. I hate to say it, but they should probably consider trading Carter away and those kind of people. Just to get younger, because Carter and them aren't helping you anymore. Maybe consider
Kopitar, Doughty, if anyone will take him with that contract.
I wouldn't want Doughty.
I could see a team like Florida wanting Doughty.
Well, how old is Kopitar? Is he in his 30s yet?
I think it might be 30.
Maybe they're like the Hawks where
it was just a down year and
crap year, and maybe they have because the Hawks, they have these defensive prospects, they have the pieces to potentially maybe get one more cup out of Taves and Kane. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Kopitar's 31. Kopitar rates $10 million. I did not know that.
Yeah.
For 5 more years.
He signed that recently.
Was it
a year or two ago?
It's he has a full movement clause. 8-year deal.
Oh, so he didn't sign it recently.
A few years ago, yeah. But after this year, it's a modified no trade. So,
Well, he gives a list of 2 teams
I don't.
Go to.
It's not telling me.
You click on the little exclamation point, I think.
There is no exclamation point. I don't know. It's not saying. I'm curious though. Oh wait, player submits a list of 7 teams. It's just at the bottom there.
There you go.
That's beginning next year. That he is willing to be traded to. So, 7 teams. Good luck.
Yeah.
If I'm him, I just picked
he's
the
picking all
teams
teams
where it's Tampa
Toronto.
Bay. Yeah, Tampa Bay, Toronto.
San Jose, they got no cap.
Yeah, who has no cap?
Winnipeg, they got no cap.
I would say Edmonton, but I'd be too scared to
I wouldn't risk that.
You don't want a chance.
Fucking Ottawa.
Scary. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I guess I don't really see how they move these guys. I don't think Carter has a no trade, but I could be wrong. He has 3 more years left on his deal at 5. He has a weird Duncan Keith contract where he's making 5.272.
6294344.
No, it's $5 million, $272,727. A lot of 2s and 7s in there. No movement or no trade or anything. They can trade him. He's still got value. I'd take him.
How old is he?
34? 4? Yeah, 34.
Yeah, it's a little old, though.
For 3 more years, he'll be 35 January 1st.
If you want to take Seabrook back, I'll take him.
Well, no shit. I don't know.
He's the guy I could see getting moved to, he'd be the one that could move to Ottawa. Something like that. Just an older presence in the locker room, so.
And just to help them
mentor the kids.
Be somewhat of a team.
Yeah, have NHL team, not AHL.
I'm sure the Chicago Wolves are The Carolina Checkers right now could probably beat Ottawa. I would say Edmonton, but I think McDavid can just beat those teams.
I mean, Ottawa does have a lot of prospects, though.
Yeah, they're not like their future is not as dark as I thought before. Like they have Shabbat.
Really used that first-round pick right about now.
They have, but well, it would have been a fourth, right? Fourth,
yeah.
After the Hawks. But they have Shabbat. They have that other defenseman who had a good like half year that I can't think of the name of. They have that guy from
CC. You think of CC?
Oh no, I'm not thinking of CC though. I like him. He's older though, isn't he? Not like he's like 24, 25 older.
He is.
No, what's his name? It's like 2 first names or something weird. He's definitely a defenseman. I'm gonna have to find the answer to this in about 2 seconds. No, I'm not. Maybe am I not thinking of? Is it not Ottawa? Who the hell is this guy? This is pissing me off.
Is he a forward in your?
No, he's 100% defenseman. Maybe I'm thinking of Montreal. I don't see it.
I can't think of any Montreal young defensemen that.
Because there's CC, there's Shabbat. Wasn't it like LaJoey? Wasn't it LaJoey?
Oh yeah, he had a good start to the year.
Yeah, he had to do like half year. Is he not with Ottawa though?
He's with Ottawa. They might have sent him down.
I don't even see him in the non-roster.
I'm pretty sure he's still on the team.
Oh, wait, there is. I guess non-roster. I didn't realize non-roster forwards and non-roster defense are 2 different sections. My bad. He's only 21 though.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be good. But then they got that Braunstrom kid from Vegas. I mean, he's supposed to be a number 1.
Yeah, Braunstrom's
and he's
supposed to be
19 years.
solid.
He's being projected as a number 1 already, and he's only 19 years old. So, like their defense, not worried about it. Their forwards, there's a little bit to be desired there. They still have Bobby Ryan under contract. Jesus Christ. Does that contract not end?
For a few more years, I think.
3 more years? Yeah. Oh my God, that's insane.
I do Bobby Ryan for Seabrook.
Do you know what you
Straight
makes?
up, $7 million.
Yeah, a little over. Well, yeah, I would too, but that's because it's 3 more years compared to 8 more years or whatever the hell it is.
It's like 5 now. 6.
Seabrook?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think it's like 6.
You know?
I don't think it's 8.
How many times do you think we've looked up Seabrook's contract?
Yeah.
In the 20 episodes we've done. I'll even include the episodes that we did test episodes for. How many times do we look up his contract? Because it's at least 6, so you might be right. I know it's at least that though. Oh no, it is 5. Okay.
Aha.
That's not. I mean, it's
It's bad because he's old.
it's bad because he's old and it
Bad.
shows. Does he have no movement this entire contract?
I think
no. He's got
last
modified.
year?
Last 2. Submits a team 5-team trade list.
Oh, that's not happening. Unless we just eat a bunch of cap.
What?
We'd have to retain like half.
5 teams? You don't think that's doable?
The 5 teams he's going to want to go for. I mean, probably like Winnipeg. Isn't he from Winnipeg area?
Is he? I know Taze is.
I thought he was too.
I mean, I can look. I bet you he was born in Richmond, British Columbia, so that did not help me at all. He was born in Canada is all that tells me. I don't know. Winnipeg sounds right, though. I know Taze was born in that area.
Like, he'd give you a few Canadian teams and then, like, whatever team's competitive at the time.
I mean, or just do what we said and just be like, what teams don't have cap space?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay. Just avoid Edmonton. Avoid Ottawa. You probably throw Toronto. Whatever. I did think there were more years. That was an 8-year deal? Wow, we're in year 4 of this 8-year deal. We're almost halfway through this contract. It feels like
almost there.
With how much we hated and talked about it, feels like he just signed this contract like a year or 2 ago.
Yeah.
It does not feel like we're in year 4. Oh, we're almost there. We can do it. We can do it. Jeez, though, when this contract is up, Taze and Kane are going to be like 34, 35. Keith will probably. I think this is their.
Keith stopped the year before.
So he will probably be.
He'll probably
retired because he'll be 39, 40.
Unless he signs a
1 year,
1 mil,
2 year, or 1 year or 2 mil deal or something. I mean, maybe he has a bounce. Maybe he. I mean, because it's not like he's not conditioned. He's a very well conditioned player. Like, he might be able to do a Joe Thornton and bounce back. Because Thornton had a bad year or two, didn't he?
Yeah, Thornton had a year or two that weren't that great, and this year he stepped up.
Maybe. Well, if anyone can do it, I could definitely see Keith doing it.
Yeah, you definitely don't want him on the first pair at that point.
No, it's second pairing at most.
Yeah.
Maybe you even just use him as an offensive defenseman on the third pairing. But yeah, speaking of crap teams, I heard that, or I didn't hear. I read that the Rangers are looking to get Carlson. Like, they're actually considering it. It's like, why? Stop. I know we talked about
Rangers thing to do.
We talked about last episode. It's like, stop. Just wait 1 or 2 more years.
Yeah.
1 or 2 more years.
Then sign whatever huge free agents out there. Don't do it now.
Why do you want? Like, don't get me wrong. Regardless, we talked about this last episode. But even if Carlson's a little hurt, he's still a great player. You don't want to commit 10 mil to 8, 7 years to that. Like, just
Carlson should go to like the Islanders.
He wants. That's the other thing that I read. Like, he wants to, when he's giving a hard, long look at staying in San Jose. It's like, I mean, if you want to win, no offense, San Jose, if they were able to keep this full team intact, and then add, either add a goaltender or hope Jones has a bounce back here, then maybe. But they're not going to be able to keep this entire team intact. There's no way. It's impossible. It's literally impossible with the cap space that they have.
Unless everyone takes huge pay cuts, it's not happening.
Yeah, and they have Thornton if they want it, if he decides to play again. They have Pavelski.
Meyer needs a raise.
None of those guys are taking, like, Meyer may take an expensive high-end bridge deal. Thornton and Pavelski aren't taking huge pay cuts. Pavelski's going to get somewhere around 7. Thornton will get around 3, 4. Like, it's just, don't. I don't like. If you really like the city, fine. But then Carlson's going to have to be the one that takes that pay cut.
Yeah, Pavelski he'd probably settle for 7 in San Jose. He could get more elsewhere.
I'd say he might be the odd man out, honestly. And I know everyone.
I'd take Joe Pavelski.
I read I would love Pavelski. I liked him a lot. He's a great player. But
just have Kane throw the puck at his stick in front of that.
Pretty much.
Instant goal.
I was reading that like, they're saying, well, if he's the captain, they won't do that. Blah blah blah. It's like, they've done it before. I like, even this article is saying, like, they've done it before. Marlowe was, I don't know if he was the captain. I think he might have been, but if not, he was the alternate.
Yeah, I think it was just an alternate.
I'm curious now.
Thornton was the captain for a while,
and then they completely stripped him of it.
Yeah,
they took it away and gave it to Pavelski. Yeah. It's like, don't you see that? Like, captain is, that's one thing. Like, when we talk about the Islanders and Lee, we don't think that they'll let their captain walk. But it's San Jose. They've shown that they're okay with. Okay, sorry, Pavelski, you're no longer captain. Meyer, Hurdle, here you go.
Yeah, give it to Couture.
Couture gets the captain, and then Hurdle and Meyer alternates. Done. Or Burns, give him an alternate and give Hurdle. Defenseman. It's just like, that's not a reason why they're gonna keep Pavelski. Oh, he's our captain. No, that's not. Especially for the Sharks, it's just, they've proven that they don't. Not that they don't care, but that they're willing to do what it pretty much takes. Yeah, I just don't know why the Rangers, though, would want someone like Carlson. If he was like 25, 26, then it's like, yeah, that made sense. But Carlson's 29, 30. Like,
yeah, he's not young anymore, and whoever signed him to this deal, they're gonna get like maybe 3 good years of Carlson, and then the deal's gonna look pretty bad.
Yeah. Best case scenario, the deal, it just looks kind of bad. Like, like, there's no way he goes throughout this, if it's a 7-year, 8-year deal, 6-year deal, whatever, 5+. There's no way he goes through that entire contract, like, doing his. Plus, he's already super injury prone. Like,
I mean, best case scenario is he becomes Doughty. Like
and that's not. I mean,
highest
I was saying
paid defenseman.
Doughty's
but
not
really probably
bad,
shouldn't be.
but yeah, he's. Who do you think should be the highest paid defenseman right now? That's actually. I'm not sure. Like, I'm thinking too. Like, not just based off one season.
Right.
Like Giordano had a great season or two, but he is older. He's 34, 35.
Yeah.
He should not be the highest paid. Should Riley be considered? He only had one really good year.
1 year.
But he
fell
younger.
off at the end of that year too.
Yeah, true.
No, I wouldn't give it to.
And by the way, Marlowe did serve as captain from 2004 to 2009 for the Sharks.
You might have to go Hedman.
He had one off. But see, one off year. That's one. As long as he had multiple good years before that, I'm like one good year like Riley is different than one off year.
Can't even think. I like Klingberg a lot.
Highest paid defenseman though?
No.
And okay, so Hedman, how much if he is your highest paid defenseman?
Well, I would just give him Doughty money.
10 mil?
Yeah.
8 years? I don't know. I truly don't know who the highest paid defenseman should be.
It's tough. I mean,
it's just a tough position.
Yeah.
It's harder to judge.
Like everyone is in agreement that McDavid's the best player. So obviously he's the highest paid forward.
Yeah.
With defensemen, it's a little tougher.
Do you know how much Hedman gets paid right now? Any idea? He's 20. I'll say he's 28 years old, and he signed this contract in 2016.
Oh.
And it was an 8-year deal, so he's
not.
What,
$6 million then?
This is his highest paid contract. This is going to be his. It's more than $6 million.
What is it?
7.875.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, I think if he would have
waited,
if he would have signed it a year or two later, it would have been like 8 mil, 9 mil. But still, it's not bad. I think of all the people that we've mentioned so far, he's the one who definitely should have had that Doughty contract so far.
I mean, you can't deny Burns too, though.
Yeah, supposedly though, everyone says like, oh yeah, Burns is great and everything, but supposedly he gets beat so often. It's like I don't watch enough Sharks games.
Every offensive defenseman does.
But I don't think he's bad defensively. I don't watch enough Sharks games to know. I don't think Burns is bad. Is he above par defensively? Maybe, maybe not, probably not. Is he at least par though? I bet you he is. But he's so good offensively that just like offense is a part of hockey. Just because you're a defenseman, that doesn't mean you shouldn't have offense as a part of your game. Just like how forwards, like Kane always got hit with, oh well, he doesn't back check. Well, now that he's gotten better at it, like it's just because you play forward or you play defense doesn't mean that's what you're only supposed to do. If you're the best player.
Maybe the highest paid should be John Carlson.
I didn't even think about him, honestly.
You forget about John Carlson.
Yeah, he's very... especially when you consider his last name. Like, when you think Carlson, I go Eric, William, then John Carlson. Yeah. Not saying William Carlson's even better.
Not level, but...
It's just name-wise.
Popularity.
Mm-hmm.
And I was never a John Carlson fan until they won the Cup.
Yeah,
I saw how good he
hate him
actually is. I just thought he was overrated. Now I
thought he was I thought he was just a good offensive defenseman. I didn't think he was like this.
He's solid defensively though too.
Mm-hmm. No, he's a good player. Who else do they have on defense in that team? They have Tempney, who,
they got
unlike with the Hawks, like he's proven that he's a decent defenseman. Orlov, Dmitry Orlov.
Yeah, he's on the team. Is he defense?
I'm pretty sure. Oh God.
Yeah.
Are they like the Penguins, or it's just like defense? Is that? Because I mean, you got Carlson, but then the Penguins have Latane. Not saying they're completely equal, but they had Dmitry Orlov. Orpik is still on that team. Niskanen's on that team.
Niskanen, yeah. They got an old defense.
29 for Carlson, 32 for Niskanen, 27 for Orlov, 28 for Tempney, 38 for Orpik. They got two younger guys, 22 for Segenthaler. I most likely did not say that right. And then the Jews is 24. It's DJOOS. All
It
right.
might just be Juice.
I don't know.
I think it's just Juice.
I like the Jews.
Or that's just a nickname they call him. But I'm pretty sure whenever I've heard his name, it's always just Juice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I call him the Jews. You might want to stay away from Seckenthaler. Yeah, that's their defense, though.
Yeah, I think I'm going back to Hedman now.
Yeah, right. Wow, I mean, you got your really good like Giordano. Don't get me wrong, I like him. It's just I don't think I could give him that money considering how old he is and considering like I think he's
We're talking if they're signing that deal now.
yeah, like in the NHL right now. Like if all these guys were free agents, who would you give the most money to?
Yeah.
Like every defenseman's a free agent
I think
right now.
Hedman would be the one.
I think Giordano would get some money. It's just it's just based on and well, that's the other part too. Are you considering contract length?
Right.
I feel like that has to be considered because
then,
Giordano might get the most, but his contract length would only be like 2-3 years.
well, then you're thinking like younger guys too. Then, like Darlene.
Yeah, but he wouldn't get 10 mil. Yeah, you can consider
Eventually.
them. Eventually. I'm saying though right now. Yeah, Heist. He was like I know he was supposed to be good, but I think everyone was expecting Darlene to make this huge like rookie season and just destroy. He didn't do bad, I don't think. I didn't watch much of his.
Yeah, no one's
games
watching
or
many
anything.
Buffalo games.
But like from my understanding, he didn't do bad. It's just he wasn't this all-star right out of the gates, which is not
Apparently, it makes Ristolainen expendable.
Yeah, right. But I'm just surprised by how well Heiskanen did this year, and it sucks too because I drafted him for fantasy, and he had a slow start, slow. Like I kept him for so long, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I dropped him, and that's when he heated up. I'm like, no.
Did he even start the season in the NHL?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he did. I could be wrong there though. But yeah, you want to talk about Buffalo? You're trying to transition. Go for it.
Oh, I wasn't even trying.
Oh, it felt like it.
No, it just worked.
It felt like it.
No, yeah, apparently Buffalo is close to signing Jeff Skinner to an extension worth $9 million a year.
That's so much. How many years do you think?
I mean,
You thinking like 6, 7, 8 years?
yeah, it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be long.
And we say this like we both liked Skinner. This that's an overpay. I understand why they want to, and I understand why he wants that much money.
Yeah.
But for honestly, even if his desire is to win a cup, this is a mistake for both of them. I'm not saying he should take like a huge discount, but like he should take a mil or two off that.
It says they're close to an 8-year deal between 8.5 and 9.5 million.
That's a mistake. I'm sorry.
I'd rather it be 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5, 8 at most. I'm curious. I wish I could find his stats. Like how many times, because I'm gonna look up his actual stats. He scored. His main team was scoring goals this year. He didn't get too many assists. But I'm curious what the actual difference is. Because I want to know based on how many goals, how many times Eichel had I would say assist, but I'll even say primary assist. I will say health-wise, he's been pretty good. All of his career, he's played almost 80. He's played 82 games multiple times.
Yeah.
But he had 40 goals, 23 assists, which that's good. Is that really 9 mil good though?
He had 40. I mean, 40 goals gets you up there.
Yeah, but 23 assists. That's a
He
real.
ain't passing. He knows what to do.
That's a low. Exactly. If you're not
Those are some
passing,
Ovechkin-type
you better
numbers.
be doing 50. I think even Ovi gets more assists than that. No.
I don't know. Yeah, he's got to because he's consistently in the points.
I mean, that's
race.
he tied his career high in points, so he's gotten this many points before. He can.
Well, like his rookie year.
His rookie year, he did get 63 points, but also 2 years ago in Carolina, he got 63 points.
Was it all goals?
37 goals,
Oh.
26 assists, and then the first time was 31-32. So it was split, almost dead even.
I mean, maybe you do give him that 9.
I was thinking, no, I don't think that cements him with the 9.
I don't know.
Under a point per game gets you $9 million.
If you're scoring 40 goals, it does.
He scored 40 goals once, though. He almost hit 40 2 years ago in Carolina. I did that, but he is a little younger than I thought he was. He's 26, 27. I thought he was like 28, 29.
No, I knew he was young. He's one of those guys that have been in the league forever, yet are still pretty young.
But I am curious, based on those 40 goals, how many how many Eichel has a primary assist on? I don't know.
I mean, but you said it yourself that...
I know, he's done it before.
He's done it before, so...
I don't...
I still wouldn't want to give him that money, but...
It's a lot.
It's not as unreasonable as I thought originally.
So, Ovi, he got 51 goals, 38 assists, 49 goals, 38. I mean, we know where he's going to be in goals. He's going to be hovering around 50.
Yeah, 40, 50, yeah.
But, I mean, he's getting 10 more goals than Skinner is. I mean, the fact that we're comparing him to Ovechkin, I guess says enough, but still, Ovi's getting... he's averaging over a point per game.
Well, what's look up Laine's stats. Because he's just a goal scorer.
And he gets the most compared to Ovechkin out of anyone.
Yeah.
36 goals, 44, 30, then 28, 26, 20 assists. So he's under point per game too.
Right around where.
But he's
Skinner
younger.
is,
He's doing this
Skinner did his rookie year.
I know, but I was to say he's doing it more consistently. But
except for this past season.
Yeah, he got 30 goals still, and this was a bad year for him. He still got 30 goals, 20 assists.
19 goals in a month.
So it doesn't matter. I don't care where.
And then the next month he had 3.
He got 15 power play goals and 15 even strength goals. I'm just saying the fact that Laine's. I mean, he's younger. I don't see him slowing down.
Well, I bring up Laine because the new rumor is that he doesn't like Winnipeg and he wants out. And he's really willing to sign an offer sheet in this offseason.
That'd be something. I did not expect that, honestly.
So, if Skinner gets 9.5, you give Laine 9.5 then, or you up it?
I'm thinking Laine gets minimum of whatever Skinner did. That's his floor. He doesn't sign for anything less than Skinner did. But like I said, Laine's a lot younger, so it just seems more reasonable. Because regardless, they're both going to get 7-8 years.
Well, I would think that Winnipeg, if he chose to stay in Winnipeg, if they worked it out,
bridge deal,
they would want him to take a bridge, just because they don't have the cap for it.
If there's a team that can afford to lose someone like Laine, I mean, yeah, Winnipeg can. Yeah. They shouldn't.
Yeah, they could probably afford it.
Don't get me wrong, losing someone like him, that's a loss. But I mean, if they've won the Stanley Cup next year without him, that wouldn't surprise me. They have a. Plus, if they don't sign him, can they keep Trouba then?
I think Trouba just doesn't want to be there also.
I mean, I know they've had issues negotiating a contract
came out and
before.
said he doesn't want to play in Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with Canada?
Hates Canadians. I don't know.
Hot take.
Can't stand hockey.
Hates the sport. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where do you think Laine would end up then? Where does he sign an offer? Does he just sign an offer sheet for?
I think he's a guy that would go to just any. Can you imagine if he went to Arizona? Probably just like an FU to Matthews.
That would be funny, actually. Yeah, I don't think you. Maybe. I mean, they could probably afford it too.
I could see Edmonton if they could clear cap.
Oh my God! Can you imagine
McDavid playing on the line with fucking Laine?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I should say Laine playing on the line with McDavid.
No, whatever, same thing. That'd be fun to watch. I don't want to see it happen just because fuck Edmonton, but
that'd make them better.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible, but you never know. But if he hates Canadian teams, then why would he go to Edmonton?
That's Trouba. Trouba's the one that said he
Oh, my bad.
wants to get out of Canada.
That's right. You're right. My bad. I got them mixed up. I wonder where he ends. This
I can see Trouba in Dallas.
That'd be cool. That would. I mean, you got Kleinberg, you got Heiston, you got Trouba.
Yep.
I mean, if what's his
If
face
they have the
ever
cap
gets
for it,
healthy,
though. I don't know if they have the cap.
Steven Johns. He's
Yeah.
not bad.
I mean, you gotta wonder though. He missed an entire season.
How
Who knows
conditioned is he?
if he's even gonna come back?
I forget do we even know what's wrong with him?
It's gotta be a concussion to miss a whole season.
Really? I thought there was something weird wrong with him.
Oh, I don't know. I never really looked into it.
I thought it was, I don't know. I just thought it was something weird, like kind of like a Bickle situation, like they don't really know. Diagnosed with post, and then it stops.
That'll get you.
Post-traumatic headaches.
So it
sounds like
a
a
concussion.
That's unfortunate. Could return to practice as soon as Wednesday morning. When was this
supposed
October 2nd.
He didn't return. I mean, he might have practiced. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. We don't know he didn't go to practice.
It's funny in our fantasy league. Every time I saw his name, I'd click on it just to see if he's close or not.
That's why I thought it was something weird. So I remember clicking on him a few times. You're like, is he unemployed? Or?
Yeah. Just kept checking in.
Yeah. They have a decent
solid
team.
Yeah.
It's just they need to work on that depth for the depth.
They definitely need to re-sign Zuccarello.
Oh yeah,
He was a beast.
That'd be a mistake if they didn't.
If he could stay healthy.
Who's there? Oh, they got Bishop. Does Bishop need to be re-signed? They've re-signed
No.
Bishop in a heartbeat. If he does.
He's re-signed. He's got a deal already.
I already have Dallas's team page open. Apparently.
There you go.
No, he's got 4 more years. $4 million too.
That's reasonable because he had 2 bad years and
In
dropped
Tampa.
his price down.
Oh, $5 million. $5 million. It's 4.91.
One of those.
Fucking weird ass contracts. They got Lindell too. Besides, not knowing how to flop.
They
He's
just
not
signed
bad.
him to a deal too.
$5.8 million for 6 years. I mean, they got Kleinberg for 3 years. They got
maybe they won't go for Trouba
Alexiak
then.
for 2. They got Heiston still on his rookie contract for 2.
It sounds like they don't even need Trouba.
I mean, that's even Alexiak. He's not for third pairing defenseman. I'd say that's fine. Lindell, I would say Kleinberg and Heisman right now is your number 1, number 2.
Man, when did they get this defense?
I don't know.
For the longest time, their biggest thing was they don't have their defense sucks and their goalie sucks.
And they're defensemen too. Lindell's 25, Kleinberg's 26, Alexiak's 26, Heisman's obviously 19. It's not old by any means. Average age of Heisman brings it down to 24.
How old's Lindell?
25. And then the other
Has
two
he been in the league this whole time?
What?
Has he played for a while now? Because I never really heard of him until this season.
Off the top of my head, I've heard of him. I don't know.
I always thought he was
Maybe
a
there was
prospect.
another Lindell that I'm thinking of. Was he always in Dallas? Do we know? He was with Dallas. He played. No, yeah, he's played in the NHL for 3 years now. 73 games. I mean 4, but the first one was 4 games, so 3. But 73, 80, 82.
Just took him a little bit to break out. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, and he's more of he's not an offensive defenseman by any means. But I mean, he got
They got
11
Kleinberg,
goals.
so they don't need
Yeah, they got
offensive.
Kleinberg. Heiston's not bad offensively. I like Heiston a lot. I think he's going to be
Is that the rattle?
yeah, it's a rattle.
Okay.
I think Heiston's going to be a top 5 defenseman in the league. I like him a lot.
Yeah, so apparently Nikita Zaitsev has requested a trade for personal reasons.
This is the Toronto. This is the Canadian episode. We covered Edmonton a little bit.
Winnipeg.
Ottawa, we talked about a little bit. Winnipeg. We're missing. Oh, we
Calgary.
Giordano got mentioned.
You said Giordano.
They got honorable mention. Is that all? I mean, Winnipeg, Edmonton, Toronto, Calgary,
Montreal.
Yeah.
I
mean, I mentioned them when I thought Joey was on their team. So Montreal's really the only one missing now. Oh well. What was
Zaitsev.
personal reasons or whatever?
Yeah.
He pretty much just doesn't want to be. He pretty much doesn't want to end up what Gardner's been these last few years. He doesn't want to be the scapegoat.
It seems like it, yeah.
Once Gardner's gone, that's 100% what he's going to be.
I mean, they already say he makes too much.
Yeah, he makes like 4.
Yeah,
4.
he only
5.
makes 4 mil.
I think it's 4. I mean, not much more, but I think it's 4.5.
That's not a lot.
No, I don't. I liked him. I don't think he's bad. Yeah, 4.5 for 5 more years, and he's only. I mean, 27. His contract's done when he's about 32. Like, I'd be willing to take a risk on that. It's not bad at all.
I would do that, no problem. I want to look up his stats.
I don't think he's an offensive defenseman, though. I think he's more of a defensive. 82 games, 60, 81, 36 points his rookie year, and then 13 and 14. So I can see why they're not happy.
Oh, yeah, he definitely fell off a little bit.
He had a really, really good rookie year for points-wise.
He was still a negative 22 in that year.
Yeah, I mean, he's a +8, +2. I don't know. I wonder what his average time on ice, 22, 22, 20. I mean, that's been consistent.
Shooting percentage is all over the place. 3.8, and that was the year he did his rookie year when he did
4
good.
goals, 5 goals, 3 goals. It's not like his goals are changing that drastically. It's just
The second year he shot 9%. He just didn't
well, yeah,
take
just
shots.
look at his shots. Yeah,
Only
they're half of what his
had
rookie year
50
was.
shots. He just needs to shoot more. That's all.
Something. I don't know. I'd be willing to. Maybe he just needs a change of scenery.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's another defenseman that's available.
I mean,
that's a good year for defensemen, huh? If you need one.
who is it?
Blackhawks.
Carlson, Trouba, Zaitsev, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. I mean, I just wouldn't want the Hawks to commit to that many years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's tough for the Hawks. I mean, Zaitsev would be a good...
I mean, I guess if the
Good luck.
opportunity presents itself, you can't really say no. Like, if you can get him for something decent.
Well, they're going to want probably defenseman
The
back.
reason, I mean, they just want him. Or the reason why Toronto doesn't want him is he's had 2 years not as good as his rookie year. And they want to make sure they get Marner, so they're just trying to get whatever cap space they can out, get him out.
Like, would you trade Gustafsson for Zaitsev and, like, would you need a first with that or a second?
Probably a second, but no, I wouldn't do it regardless. I mean, if it was a first, I would. I don't know. I don't think so, just because Gustafsson's on that nice, cheap deal.
For 1 more year.
Still. You think Gustafsson's going to make more than 4.5 when he signs?
I think it definitely depends on this season.
I don't think it's much more. I don't think
If he puts up numbers again, he could get up to 5-6.
Think so? That's a lot.
I wouldn't want to give it to him. I hope the Hawks would know better.
Straight away. Believe in the youth movement.
Yeah, if he's putting up points at the trade deadline, I'd like to see him just move him.
As long as the Hawks are out of the playoff race, I don't think we'll have to worry about it. But if they're in the playoff race, I'm worried. I mean, Gustafsson's had 3 years, 14 points in 41 games, 16 points in 35, and then 16 in 79. I don't know. It was weird last year, too. I remember us being like, why aren't they trying Gustafsson at all? Like, they tried him for a few games. We're like, why aren't they using him? Why aren't they using him?
Yeah.
Now they use it. It's like, oh, no, he's doing too well. Stop it. But, yeah, I'd be okay with the Hawks taking it. This 5-year scares me. But for the right price, I mean, I think the Gustafsson trade for like Zaitsev in a second, that's probably fair.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know. It's just the 5 years. I know the 4.5 for 5 years is probably seen as more of a good thing, but I believe too much in the youth movement of the Hawks defense that is. If it wasn't for the Seabrook contract, I'd honestly be fine with it. But I'm scared of 5+ years and lots of like anything more than around $5 million or more. That scares me right now, just because the Hawks have to re-sign DeBrincat, Strome.
Yeah, you don't want
Yotiharu. They got all these young kids that they're gonna have to re-sign soon.
you don't want anyone with a contract like longer than 3 years right now.
Especially when you got Taze, Kane, Siebert, Teese. That's 4 guys with at least 5 years. I think they all have about 4 or 5 years on their deal. So,
Well, getting back to the cap hell that is Toronto.
yeah.
Suppose all the fans saying that Marner will sign for $8 million.
There's no way.
He's
There's just no way.
Well, he's saying he supposedly he wants to like wait till work out free agency, like wait it out, and is willing to sign offer sheets if they're good enough.
I didn't see that, but I'm glad you did. I saw Dubas. I saw a thing that said that Dubas said that he either hopes or plans on having this resolved by July 1st.
Yeah, it says expects to take advantage
And this is an
of
actual
the
quote?
free agent grace period. No, not a quote.
Oh, they didn't
It's-
quote him? They're just...
It's Darren Dreger just talking about it. Yeah, he's take advantage of the free agent grace period starting June 26th to start meeting with other teams to explore the offer sheet market.
Interesting.
You might actually finally see offer sheets.
I mean, that'd be fun. Who's willing to give up, was it 10 mil plus is like 3 first-rounders?
I think is it 3 or is it 4?
I don't know.
I want to say it might be 4.
I don't know. I don't look it up. NHL offer sheet. Compensation. Let's see what it is. It's one of the two. I don't
I think it's 4
anything.
first-rounders.
I don't know. Offer sheets for this has been set for 1920. Over 10.6 mil is 4 firsts.
Yeah.
But if it's less than 10.6, it's 2 firsts, a second, and a third. I do that.
He wants more than that, though. If you're offer sheet, he probably wants 11, 12.
Do you what number does Toronto say no for offer sheet? Because they get to obviously sign whatever.
Yeah, just because he's signing an offer sheet doesn't mean
He actually
giving
goes.
up.
As exciting as that may be, Toronto gets the last call.
Man, I don't know.
It's pretty much what can they afford? Like how long
How
do they
cap
have?
can they clear it with and still have an actual team?
How long do they have to decide to say like we're signing this or we're
I don't
not
know.
signing this? I don't know that rule. NHL teams cannot negotiate with a player in regards to an offer sheet until 5 p.m. on June 26th.
Yeah.
The player cannot sign that offer sheet until July 1st. If the player, but not the team, elects arbitration, he cannot sign an offer sheet. If the player, okay. The team submitting the offer sheet has to have all of the required compensation pits, and they have to be their own pits. They have to be pits for the net strap, so 2020.
Yep.
Unless they are required to have 2 pits of the same round, then they can have 2 of the net's 3 years pits to offer. It doesn't say anything about
When they have to match it.
Yeah, the compensation limits are the AAV of the offer sheet, averaged over the length of the contract, blah, blah, blah. If Rantanen signs an offer sheet for 7 years at 10 mil, that seems at first to look to require 2 first-round pits, 1 second, and 1... What? 2 for... Oh, okay. But that 70 mil has to be divided by 5. Huh. I won't hear, so it's actually... Why? I don't know exactly how it works.
Man, what team do you think could afford to offer sheet him?
I mean, the Hawks could. They can't afford it.
Bye-bye DeBrincat.
Yeah, I'm not saying they should, but if you're doing that, bye-bye DeBrincat, but you're doing Marner, is that not an upgrade? It's probably not an upgrade worth losing DeBrincat and 4 first.
Well, you're probably losing DeBrincat and Strome.
I mean, I don't know.
They both need
just
deals
saying,
at the same time.
I just know they technically have the space for it. And I think they have the pits for it, too. But I could be wrong.
Islanders.
Oh, my back is killing me.
That'd be a great FU to Toronto. You took our guy, we'll take yours.
That would be funny. They're probably thinking about it, too.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if Marner would be interested in that. New York, I can see offer sheeting.
Rangers. I mean, do all these teams have the
Rangers, yeah.
required pits and whatnot?
I'm sure. I don't think.
Oh, no, they didn't. Never mind. Well, and cap friendly only shows you that it's 3 years. No, actually 2.
No one's trading a pick 4 years out though.
I mean, I guess, but. I wonder if there is a team that actually can't based on picks. There has to be.
Oh, there are.
Someone had to have traded their 2020 pick.
Dallas, right? If Zuccarello resigns, then Dallas.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because that second turns into a first if Zuc resigns.
Is it 2020 though?
Yeah, I think so. Who else is there? Pittsburgh doesn't have their 2020 first. Oh no, they maybe they do. Maybe they don't have their second rounders.
They probably don't have the cap space though.
Who else made trades? St. Louis. I don't think they have their first.
Can St. Louis afford it? I think St. Louis can afford it. It's just who are they willing to? They don't have their first for this year. They have their 2020 and 2021 though.
Oh, okay.
Who do they not have signed that they have so much cap space?
Well, their
No
goalie's
one.
cheap.
Oh, Binnington. Man, he's gonna get paid.
Let's see what happens. Cause
regardless at this point of what happens.
Good transition. This last game. If he could bounce back, then yeah, he'll get paid.
What's it matter? Even if he doesn't, even if they say he bounces back, but they still lose 3-1.
Then I think he'll get paid.
So say that. I mean, I don't know. I truly don't think this series matters.
Chokes it up, if he gives up 7 again next game,
I think he's getting paid regardless. I think if they win the Stanley Cup, he's getting I don't think his price will go down from this point on. I think it can only go up.
What if they lose the next 2 games and he's a big reason why they lose? He's just letting shit in.
Apart from him literally taking the puck and putting it into his own net.
He's just letting shit in like last game, man. He couldn't stop
or
anything.
Unless it's something like, what's his face? Why did I not think of his name? The president of Russia. Unless it's something Putin? Like Putin. Thank you, Jesus. Why did I not think of that? Unless he sees him going down the ice and just sees it went in kind of thing. I truly don't
think
see
he's
going
to get that much.
He's 25 years old. Do you think he's so bridge deal? I think
I could see like a 4-year, $4 million a year.
No way. No way. If he signs anything more than 2 years,
he's only done it for 1 season.
Doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. If it's anything more than 2 years, it's fine. $4 million or 2 years and under, $4 million fine. 3 years or more, at least $5 million. At least.
I ain't giving him $5 million. Look at fucking Pittsburgh with their goalie. He had a great playoffs, won a Stanley Cup.
He did more than that though.
He sucks.
This team was in last place in the entire league January 1st.
Okay, do it again.
That's what I'm saying. Fine, 2-year deal then.
Yeah,
$4 million.
I'm not giving him any more than 4.
Does he sign that though?
I let him go if he.
Well, let's say because he's a restricted free agent. He is a. Where is it?
And then you gotta get rid of Jake Allen.
He only gets 4.3. What's that matter?
That's still a lot. 2 goalies, $8 million.
I don't think so. When you have, I don't think so.
I think Jake Allen's pissed off. Then he wants to leave.
I mean, okay, good luck finding a job.
Nah, he could go to Edmonton.
Binnington is a restricted free agent, and he's eligible for arbitration. Do you chance going to arbitration?
Hell yeah.
I don't know how that works in terms of years, though.
Yeah.
Do they determine
just
years?
1 year of fucking,
is it 1 year or
no? This 1 year of shit you did.
I know, but I'm saying does the arbitrator decide on how many years too, or how? I wonder how that works.
I don't know.
And then whatever they end up deciding, do you both have to be like, okay, that's fine, and sign it? Like I don't truly know how.
Yeah, I think once it goes to arbitration, you have to sign it. Or you let them go. And someone else picks them.
To determine a fair contract term and length, arbitration can be requested if a player meets the following conditions. Player, whatever he does. It's dependent on the if he's 24 and older, 1 year. So wait, eligibility for salary arbitration is dependent on entry level signing age and professional experience. Huh.
This whole time though, after watching that game yesterday,
Would they win 7-2?
7-2
Ooh.
wasn't even close.
Oh,
But
beautiful.
after watching that game, if I thought Boston was gonna win the series, but I thought it'd be in 6 and a lot closer than what it's been so far.
I mean, game 2 though.
Yeah, they won one. Cool.
St. Louis. It wasn't an OT, right?
Yeah,
there were 4 goals in the first period and then OT.
My original prediction was they'll split the 2 games in Boston, they'll split the 2 games in St. Louis, and then Boston will just win out.
So game 6.
But now I feel like Boston will win in 5.
I think so. I mean, that one game isn't really that. I mean, game 5, game 6.
Bad one though. And both their goalies couldn't save anything.
I mean, it's pretty much if they have to rely on Jake Allen, they're
needs
fucked.
to bounce back.
Yeah, if they have to rely on Jake Allen. And when was the last time Jake Allen played? He hasn't played at all in the playoffs, I know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he
January?
did in the regular season. No, I don't think so. There's no way they rode Binnington just 40-some games straight. Or 30-some
It's only
games.
half a season.
Only half a season. In the lockout year, how many games did Crawford play out of 48?
A lot.
How much would you bet?
Probably 38.
You think he played third? No way. Darling was the backup that year? Or was it Ronta? I don't know. Now I need to find out, though.
Or was it Emery?
No. Was it?
Could have been.
I don't know now.
It's definitely one of those 3.
Who was the backup that year? Crawford played... That was the 12-13 season. Crawford played 30.
That's not bad.
So he didn't play in 18.
He was probably hurt for some, though.
I don't think he was that year.
He's hurt every year, dude.
The William Jennings Trophy, that's the goalie one, right? The double.
Yeah. The most. I think it's just most wins.
It was... it was Emery.
Yep.
Because I know they won it one year, like both of them.
Emery was a beast that year, too.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
17 wins Emery had that year, 1 loss. 190. They both had a 194 save, or goals against, I'm sorry. And then Emery had a 922 save. Crawford had 926. Oof, that was a good year.
We had 3 years in a row of great backup goaltending.
They had one of them for 2 years.
Emery they had for 2.
Was it Emery or I thought it was Ronta.
I think it was Emery.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, they had Darling for 2.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I'm sure. I don't even know because what order did it? Did it go Ronta or Emery first?
I think it was Emery, Ronta, Darling.
Emery, Ronta, Darling, Emery.
I think so, at least.
I mean, Emery was 12-13, which sounds right, because who the fuck
He might have
was
been 1 year then.
Who was the backup in
It was just 1 year.
11 and 12? Because didn't Emery go to Philly after that? Trying to be the starter?
We have Hobby Bullen then?
I don't know. I just don't know. Do you have anything else besides, is there any other playoff talk? Besides,
the one cool stat that I saw was the
Marchand?
Yeah. Fucking when Marchand scores a goal in the playoffs, all time, the team is 24-1. That's insane. Yeah.
Emery was with the Hawks for 2 years.
You're really digging into this one, huh?
I want to know. Darling was with the Hawks for 3 years. Ish.
Yeah, I don't think he was on the team.
14-15 he played 14 games. But I mean he did well. Actually, wasn't that the year? Yeah, that was the year where he saved them in the playoffs.
The playoffs, yep.
The first round against Nashville.
Sure.
Ronta. So they had them all for multiple years. I think Ronta was 2 years technically. 13, 14, 14, 15. That's weird.
Why?
14, 15. Darling played 14, 15.
Yeah, they traded Ronta
At the deadline, you think?
I think so.
But he didn't play for the Rangers right out of the gate then. I don't know. Whatever. But that's a cool stat for Martian. That's like the Taze and Kane stat, where when they both scored, that's what it reminds me of.
I think that stopped though. Didn't that one stop?
What?
Where they like don't lose if they both score?
No, it's not that they never lost. It was like they were like 50 and like 1 or 2 or something like that. But
that's insane though for one player. Just if he scores, you win.
Yeah. So who do you think right now goes number 1? Who does New Jersey draft? Do they stick with the safe pick, or do they?
Yeah, they're definitely.
You think it's just Hughes? Honestly, I was thinking Capo like before the tournament, before the Worlds. Yeah. I was thinking Capo had, like, I thought he would go number 1. If the Hawks somehow jumped to number 1, I wanted to take Capo. Now, even after Capo's done as well as he's done, it's like I actually went back towards Hughes.
Really?
I don't know why.
That's weird. You see what Hughes said? He missed out on the combine. He just didn't go.
Oh, Capo, yeah.
No, Hughes.
Oh, Hughes missed too?
He didn't want to go.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know Capo didn't go because he was partying.
Yeah, he was celebrating his win.
Yeah.
You see the fucking pictures of was it Finland going insane over that?
I'm sure though. I mean, that's probably as big as hockey gets is the Worlds or the Olympics.
Yeah.
Anything international, pretty much.
I don't know. I just think like if Canada won or if USA won, you're not seeing that.
I don't know. USA, if they won, you might see that at this point.
I don't know.
At this point, it's been expected for them to do well for so long, and they never fucking have. The best it's gotten was when they lost to Canada at the Olympics, when it was a close-ass overtime game that Crosby, of course, got the game winner. And
didn't Taze get an assist on that?
I think so. Which would be weird, just why were they both out there?
Yeah, one was playing a wing.
Probably Taze, even though Taze is a better face-off.
I think Taze was taking the face-off.
Was he?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Well, yeah, no. What did Hughes say, though? What was his... Did he just say, I don't want to go?
The only quote I saw was that he said something like, it's like taking a test that you didn't get to study for.
It's just a workout. Like... And honestly, how much do you think this... honestly, the most that this goes to into people like determining draft order, I would think. I mean, regardless, he's going number 1 or number 2.
Right. After he probably really wants to go number 1. That's probably just the thing. He wants to go number 1. So he feels like this would hurt his value.
Why would he want to go number 1? I'd rather honestly go to New York.
I don't know. I like New Jersey's team a little
better.
I
like New Jersey. I mean, right now, but I think New York has the better future. Right now, yeah, New Jersey's the better team because of Taylor Hall. I'd love to, him. I'd love to play with both those guys, but
Will Butcher?
Not really.
Is that right?
I look at New York's team. I'm like, ooh, they're going to be good in like 2-3 years.
Don't they have Severson too?
Yeah, they have Severson.
They're a solid team.
Yeah, right now that's what I'm saying. Like that's in 3 years. I just think the Rangers will be the better team.
Yeah, I definitely think he'd want to go to the Rangers, but
honestly, at that point, number 1, number 2, what's it matter what you do? Unless you looked at the teams and you're like, I just rather play for that team.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that the actual workouts have changed unless they like find out like, ooh, his left arm like it's sore, something weird like. He's been hurt. His left arm has been bothered. Something really weird like that. And then them just talk because they talk to the teams and stuff.
Yeah.
As far as the actual workouts, as long as everything like they're healthy and maybe they can't do that many fucking whatever. I don't even know what kind of. Maybe they're a few seconds slower than they thought. Who cares? I just don't see it being that big of a deal.
Like especially being. It's not a big deal for being one of the guys that's going to be picked top 2. That's not going to change much at all.
Yeah, this is more for anything.
The three and beyond, pretty much.
Who do you think? So obviously New York takes whoever New Jersey doesn't.
Yeah.
Unless they're fucking retarded. Who do you think the Hawks take, and who do you want the Hawks to take?
I want the Hawks to take Byram now.
Yeah, I'm all about. Before I was like, I don't know. Now I'm like, yes, just don't be dumb. Don't take anyone except if they take someone who's not Byram. Like, what forward do you like out of the forwards? I know which one I'd rather them take.
I don't know. I kind of like Turcotte.
Yeah, 100%. I'm all. If they decide Byram, whatever, don't want to go with him.
Or
I'd rather
Cousins.
go Turcotte.
Cousins isn't bad.
I don't know. I think Turcotte's
I like
the way to go.
Turcotte though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird.
And because I've been.
Can you trade down then?
No.
You just get your guy.
Yeah, I don't think you chance that. But I was actually looking and just watching videos and like just reading like mock drafts and like about prospects and whatnot the other day. I feel a lot of people think the Hawks will take Byron like that. He's he's the third best. Like Pod was supposed to be in this spot, but for whatever reason, just hasn't looked good or whatever.
He fell, yeah.
I say, where do you think he ends up dropping to? I was going to say LA because I don't think Colorado will take him because they want someone who's going to help them either now or next year.
Right.
So they won't take him.
I don't think LA will take him. I could see.
I thought LA would because I'm thinking, like, what bad team is still 2 years away? Like, I thought LA, but after hearing you say they think they're contenders, Detroit's going to be the team that takes him then.
Detroit. And if he gets to Edmonton, definitely.
I don't know about Edmonton.
It's because they're going to need the 2 years to get rid of fucking Cap.
I think if it's not Detroit, then he drops all the way down to Anaheim.
I can see Ottawa taking him. Oh, Ottawa doesn't have their pick. Never mind.
I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, Ottawa has a pick. It's just 19. I don't even know who the hell. I don't know who had that pick originally. Who had the 19th pick?
Who made a trade with Ottawa?
Oh, Columbus maybe? No. I don't know.
Nashville? For tourists, maybe?
I mean, I don't think so. I can check it real quick. I'm a little curious where they got that from. Teams.
Man, if you're Vancouver, how bad do you want that number one pick?
It is Columbus. If you're Vancouver, what?
How bad do you want that number one overall?
Why?
They have Quinn Hughes.
Oh, are they brothers?
Yeah, there's 3 of them, actually.
Are they twin? So where was
Quinn, Jack, I don't know the other
He's
one's
not.
name.
He's still.
I think he's younger.
I didn't know.
I think he's probably supposed to be the best out of them.
I know Quinn Hughes, obviously, but I just didn't. I just assumed at this point, last names. I don't make the assumption anymore.
Oh, I do.
Like
100%.
There's David Tays.
Devin?
No, David.
No, it's Devin.
On the Islanders?
Yeah. It's like Devon Tays.
You're gonna be right, and it's gonna piss me off.
I know this. I like Tays.
Do you like Tays?
That's the guy I would love for the Hawks to have.
Why?
He's good.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know how.
He's young.
Oh, he's 94. Yay, same year. He's 25 then. But I mean, the last names just mean nothing to me. I don't know. And you think the third brother's supposed to be the best?
I want to say he's the youngest.
So we hope and think the Hawks take Byram. Who do you think Colorado takes then? Do they take Turcotte or do they go for the bigger? I think Cozen's supposed to be the bid guy, right? The bid center.
Yeah.
I think they go bid
know.
center. And Joe Cozen's.
It's really a crapshoot after. It's pretty much all centers.
Well, you got I mean, Cozen's he's listed as center, right? I don't know. I just looked up the draft to see the date, and I just see NHL mock draft. Minnesota Wild will select Podkozin with the number 19 pick or number 12 pick. I wonder how far he drops. That's honestly, I'm curious. I don't think he'll drop that far. I think Detroit will take him. Or if Detroit doesn't, like, I think there's a team that will just if he was at one point considered the third best prospect.
Well,
There's
that's
obviously
how
something there.
That's how the Hawks got DeBrincat.
Because he dropped.
He dropped because of the size.
Well, Caulfield, I think it is. He's in
Yeah.
that comparison.
Yeah.
And
Saying he might drop a little bit because of his size.
Yeah, and there was a thing that said the Hawks. There's like I guess they have 6 guys that they're considering between. I'm like that's a lot. You really need to cut that down.
Well, that'll get cut down.
They had like 3 of the guys where it's Byram. I think Caulfield was one of them, and then Turcotte. I don't remember the other.
Zegras?
Probably Cope. I mean, it's probably Cousins, Doc, and maybe
Dotch. Yeah, I heard Dotch is really good.
Yeah, he's the big one. I guess him and Cousins are big. They're both 6'3", 6'4", 181, 185. I thought there's only one really big. Okay.
No, there's a couple.
I don't know. I hope they pick Byram. Just knowing you have a high-end prospect or defensive prospect like
Byram, Turcotte, then Dotch, honestly.
that. I think Dash and Cousins would be tied for me, but I hope it's Byram or Turcotte.
I mean, whoever they get, they're going to get a player.
Oh, are they going to
This
get
is
a
gonna be
player?
a good. This is a good draft. Like it's fucking deep.
It's deep in the sense, though, more not like first line deep.
I think it can be.
I don't know. Everything I'm seeing is after Capo and Jack Hughes that
Capo.
rest
I feel
are-
like Capo and Jack Hughes will be superstars.
the rest are like seeing potential of
The
second
rest
line.
will be like on par. Like I don't know. They'd probably be on par with Eichel,
I mean, yeah.
Barzal.
You think so?
That level.
I mean, that's a good level.
Yeah.
That's what I'm curious. Like, they always do the NHL comparisons. It's just like, but really, like, in terms of recent prospects, who are they like in line with?
Yeah.
Like, are they McDavid? I don't think any of them are obviously
No.
McDavid, but like, are they right? So if you had to rank, like, so obviously McDavid, recent prospects. Is Matthews after that?
You talking just number ones?
No, I'm talking like Eichel, Matthews, Lonnie.
Honestly, right now I have Marner over Matthews.
Marner, or Point. He was recent.
Point, yeah.
You think
Yeah,
they're
that's a
higher
good
than
point.
Matthews?
Yeah, just because Matthews can't stay healthy. He can't play a full year. Once he
I like
plays
Matthews
a year,
too,
I like Matthews a
him
lot. But once he plays
a good
a
player.
full season, then he'll probably jump. He's like Eichel. I think I put Matthews and Eichel next to each other right now.
I feel like I actually have Eichel pretty far down.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't like Eichel that much.
The only thing, you used to love Eichel.
I don't right now.
But I feel like their careers are similar right now because Eichel was hurt
He's
a
had
lot
a
his
bad-
first
yeah.
few seasons, but now he's finally starting to get healthy.
Where do you think Lonnie is in that?
Lower.
Like, who do you think out of all the guys we said lowest? Is Lonnie the lowest?
Of
I
all
would
the guys
have
we
Lonnie-
said?
I would have Lonnie higher than Eichel.
No.
I would go like pretty much the top 3. Yeah, McDavid obviously.
I don't
Then
know.
like
I have
Marner,
to see.
Point.
I have to see more from Laine. He only really had the 1 year.
I guess I just like his potential more. Because he could be a 50-goal scorer.
I feel like he has a bad attitude problem.
Maybe.
Like sometimes he's not even trying.
I could see
That's
that.
evident
from him,
in
yeah.
how he skates.
But he could be so good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a high ceiling for sure. He's got to keep that kid motivated.
San Jose will take him. They take all those. They got Evander Kane. They got Burns' crazy personality. Oh.
San Jose have their first? Does San Jose have their firsts?
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I'll check. I bet. I mean, no way they do, right? There's no way.
No, it's probably in Ottawa.
Probably. Well, this year, no, they don't have this year's or next year's first.
Yeah.
I wonder did they trade both to? Pitt trade away. No, they traded
Vander Kane, maybe? Oh, no, he was a free agent when they got him.
When did they get Carlson? They got him February 26th, right? 2018? No, 2018? Uh, Evander Kane was that one.
Oh, he was the first?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to read all that, but yeah.
That's a lot for Evander Kane.
I mean, he's done well, though. But yeah, it is a lot. And then the other one is, yeah, Ottawa. That weird-ass trade. All right, we're doing another chat friendly stuff just because we're already
Too long as it is.
we keep just somehow finding a way. I don't know how. Like I came today with like nothing. Like I saw a couple of random things, but it won't be much. I mean, we did the Stanley Cup for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops.
Yeah, we flew through. I mean, it's
just
so hard to talk about one game.
Well, I think 2 games technically. I think. Or was it all 3? Wasn't the first? Was it? Yeah, it was all 3. Monday, Wednesday.
We just skipped over the first 2 games.
But yeah, because it started Monday, then Wednesday, and then the other one was yesterday.
Yeah.
So they had 2 days off. Yeah.
Yep. Travel day.
Yeah, we just talked about one game pretty much. We mentioned game 2. We didn't even talk about game 1. I don't know. This is Stanley Cup. Like when there were the last 4 teams, this was like the teams where it's like this will be my least interesting Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Like where I'll watch a game or two. I don't think I'm gonna watch all of it. Like
I'll try to.
I watched some of yesterday's game, but
Yeah, yesterday was tough for me to watch. I was playing beer pong.
I would say it was tough. Like Boston won.
It was on. It was on. I just was busy.
Yeah, I don't know if I've watched bits of all 3, but I haven't actually sat down from.
I watched the first one.
First and the third.
The second one I started watching, then they lost.
I think the first one I watched the most of.
I think I watched the end of the second one and
Yeah.
was disappointed.
Well, it didn't end like 3 minutes in overtime.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing the armchair GM. We have no name for this. We said we should have done a name, but we didn't.
Yeah, there's still time.
I'm going to do it first. Well, I'm going to say mine first. It's a Toronto one. I really only picked this mainly because of one trade. Yeah. So they...
Sticking with the Canada theme for this podcast?
Apparently. They signed Andreas Johnson, 3 years, $3 million. Kapanen, 3 years, $3 million.
Sure.
And then they do re-sign Marner. 8 years.
8 years, 9.7.
11.5.
Oh, reasonable, man. Look at that.
They do a trade with Edmonton. They trade away Connor Brown for a third, so I'm guessing just dumping some salary.
That's a popular one.
Huh?
That's a popular one. Trading away
And then
Connor
they
Brown
do a
for
trade
nothing.
with Buffalo. They trade away... They trade away Der Artishashiv. A third and a fourth for Nylander.
Oh,
And
and
a sixth.
Ristolainen? No Ristolainen?
No Ristolainen.
That's weird.
No Ristolainen stuff
They
going
need
on.
defense, bro, not Nylander.
Well, I'm going to tell you what they get.
Okay.
And then you're
They don't have anything left to give up.
They get a 22nd second-round pick from Carolina and the main thing, Brett Pesci. And they give away 3 players.
Is Marlowe one of those players?
Marlowe is one of those players.
Yeah, he's definitely waving that no trade to go there. Kadri.
Yup.
And then there's another player.
There's one more.
It's not one of the players they signed, is it? Like Johnson
No,
or
no.
Kapanen?
Oh, I should have told you they signed Tyler Myers too. 5 years, $7 million.
You're not getting... Winnipeg's not letting Trouba and Myers go. Come on.
Hey man, I mean, I don't know.
What else? Who else do we have?
Kadri and Marlowe, they gave up.
Oh, is it Zaitsev?
Yeah.
Here, take all my cap and give me your best defenseman, please.
Possibly
Defensive defenseman, I should say.
Yeah, there you go. That's accurate.
That
One
scores,
more.
though.
That's without
Scores, though.
question. But it was just funny because people, like one guy said, this trade's a little rough, but you can fix it a little bit. And then someone said, good God, that Carolina trade is awful. And someone else commented saying, it was even worse before he edited it. It's just like, man, I want to know what it was before.
Click on the guy's name.
Maybe
you
he'll
could see
maybe
this,
like reposted
maybe it was
it.
yeah, maybe it was just a different team that.
Would it be under posts or threads? Threads, right?
No, I think it's posts.
Oh no, because he doesn't have any posts.
Okay, maybe it's threads.
Or Armchair GM teams probably.
That might be it.
But I don't think there was. The one before this was Edmonton saying unreal. But he does have one saying some moves for Toronto. Let's see. Oh god, I think I found it.
Is that it?
All right, round 2. It's for the. I mean, Johnson. He has Johnson signing 3 years, 2.5. Kapanen 3 years, 2.5.
Oh, he
Marner 7 years, 11. So he took away, or he added 500,000 to all of that in the Nets one. And instead of Myers, they signed Tyler Ennis for 2 years, 750,000. Nylander, whatever bullshit Buffalo trade. Toronto, Edmonton, Connor Brown for Matthew Benning.
That's the one that's popular.
Okay.
Brown for Matthew Benning.
In this one, they get. I'm gonna tell you what they trade away. It's a Carolina, and you tell me what they get back.
Oh, they're probably getting Dougie.
What do they trade?
of Marlowe, Kadri, and Zaitsev.
Okay, and then they trade away 1 player and then 2 picks. No first rounders.
One more. They trade away another player.
Yeah.
What do they even have?
I don't even. I think he's.
What's a high cap hit? Like
I'm going to cap friendly. See what his cap it is.
probably a guy doesn't even play.
It's not a huge cap hit, and it is a defenseman.
They have
27. It's Justin Hull.
Oh.
And then
He's
2
just a
second round
prospect.
picks. So it's the same thing. They pretty much traded Zaitsev, Kadri, and Marlowe for Pesci, and then Hull 2 seconds for Dougie. No fucking way.
Yeah, it's
There's
stupid.
just no way.
Fucking Toronto fans.
This is funny too. Someone commented, first trade I liked it, which was the weird Buffalo trade
for Brown.
Nylander. No,
Oh, that one.
Nylander. Then he said, second trade, I'd rather have a pick than Benning.
Hey, he did that.
And then the
other
third
one.
trade, holy Jesus, what the fuck is that?
I might have commented on that before.
Holy Jesus,
What the fuck is that?
All right, I'm done. I'm glad we investigated. That was good. And instantly, they did Dougie Hamilton. Priceless. All right, did you get one or no?
It's just the Blackhawks one.
Oh, yeah. I didn't look at any Blackhawks stuff.
It has the Hawks getting Goss's Bear from Philly.
Oh, Jesus fucking
And
Christ.
the second.
So I would assume...
And they give up 3
forward.
pieces.
It has to be like 3 forwards.
And there's no picks they're giving up.
Or Gustafson's in there.
Gustafson's in there.
Okay. The rest are forwards then. There's no way they're trading 2
I mean, there's one you're not going to get.
Oh, is it like a
No, you know. Beard's not going to get it.
Okay. So it's like
We'll get the other piece first.
Saad.
No.
Okay, Nisimov.
Yeah.
It's always
A or
one
B.
of those two. It's gonna not be Tampa. It's gonna be Highmore or something like that. Is it like that though?
Kind of like that, yeah.
Hayden.
We got him in... Did we get him with Saad, maybe? We got Saad back?
From Columbus. Forsberg.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Anton Forsberg. Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck they need a shitty, not even NHL backup goalie?
I mean, yeah, they got Hart, and they want someone to like.
They want someone to mentor him, not another young... He's like... Forsberg's still pretty young.
He's like 26,
27,
27.
yeah. For a goalie, that's really young.
But, I mean, he's not mentoring.
It's going to take a little bit more than that to get Goss's Bear.
I mean, don't
Who's
get me
on
wrong.
a great fucking contract.
I would love... Yeah.
4.5 mil for 4 more years.
That's a contract I'd love to have.
Yeah.
I'd take Darcy Bear in a heartbeat. Is that all they do?
Oh, they signed Kevin Hayes.
Oh, my God. For how much? It's going to be like 4 years, 7 mil.
5 years, 6.5 mil.
Close enough.
They signed Kruger for 1 year, $900,000.
Sure. I don't really like
Yeah, I'm
Kruger,
fine getting
but
Kruger 1
whatever.
year, $1 million. I'm cool with that.
I don't
Ben
think we-
Chariot.
I mean, I guess if you're trading Neesmith away, you kind of need to. Shiria, isn't he a defenseman from Ottawa? Or was?
Isn't he from Winnipeg, I thought.
Oh, yeah, Winnipeg. Is he even he might be a forward.
He's a defenseman. He's a lefty.
Okay. He's older, I'm pretty sure.
They only
He's
signed him
28.
2 years, 2.5.
I mean, a stopgap, I guess, until your defense. I mean, yeah, you're going to need stopgaps to make it to next year and the year after. But, I mean, if you have Gustafson, Keith, Seabrook, that's 3. Murphy, that's 4.
Apparently, there's one comment on here.
5. Yeah, I don't really think you need that Shearrot or whatever.
No, you don't.
Yogi
Well, they
Haro.
got rid of Gustafson.
Did I count him in my numbers?
I don't know.
Regardless, you don't need him. You can make it work. I guess maybe just in case someone gets hurt, you might want.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have one more established defenseman. That's honestly, I wouldn't want an offensive defenseman. I want more of a defensive
Murphy.
stay-at-home guy.
Because you got Keith, Seabrook, Murphy.
Keith is offensive though.
I'm just saying their defense in this situation. I'm assuming Yogi Haru's on the team this year. I don't know if that's a good assumption or what anymore.
I hope he's on the fucking team this year.
So that's your 4. Then Gostisbehere in this situation, that's 5. They'll probably use Dahlstrom 6. But yeah, I mean,
They got Cuckoo too.
Yeah, they don't need that trade or that signing.
Yeah,
You got 7 defensemen to roll with.
The one comment says Philly declines.
Yeah.
Anisimov for a pick would interest us though.
Anisimov for a pick?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done. Do
Yeah.
it.
Anisimov
I'm
for
down.
a third. I'll do that.
Yeah. Just start with the second and work your way from there.
Yeah, right.
Maybe you just ask for.
Start with the first.
I'd
Fuck
say
it.
maybe you just ask for a first just to get them
See
on board
if
with
they
the second.
hang up or not.
If they don't hang up, you're like, okay, second, fair, done. You probably get a third or fourth for him, I think.
You can get a third for sure.
Even if you get a fourth, though, are you gonna be mad? If
If they're
they
taking the
say-
whole contract, no, I'm
yeah,
not
if they're
mad.
saying 4, I'd not be like, oh, well, I'm going elsewhere. I'd be like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's go. All right, that does it for this episode, number 20. We'll be back next week as usual. Follow us on Twitter, Socially Hawkward, Noah Aiden the Ward. Instagram, Socially Hawkward19. Have we been posting on there? I mean, you've been slacking?
With the new job, I didn't post for
Been slacking.
a couple,
Ah,
but
see
then
how it
I
is.
did post the last one though.
See how it is.
Yeah, I missed 2, I think.
Not even posting episodes. All right.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I
We'll
mean,
fix that.
you put it up.
Okay, you post. Yeah, I put it up. I edit, I put it up, you post, damn it. Although I think Tunes is editing this one. Regardless,
Haha.
back next week. We will see you then. Bye.